All right, we're going to get going in here in about 3 minutes or so. Of course, Abraham, as always, first comment. And then shortly thereafter that, Shali commented. Did not quite make it in time to be first, but we're going to get going here in about 3 minutes or so. So it's Abram, not Abraham. Is that what you're saying? So even though your name is Abraham, you go by the name that Abram used before the covenant with God and became Abraham, according to the Old Testament. Gotcha. Just getting my pens and pencils and graph paper. Real name is Abram. Okay, and then you just used Abraham for the screen. Gotcha. Got my calculator here, graph paper, pen and pencil. I'm going to a new sheet of graph paper tonight. I'm really looking forward to tonight's episode. But first, I just like to name myself Abraham, but just call me by Abram. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop up the theme music. We can't start it without the theme music. I made this theme music, so here we go. There we go. Made my own theme music. And there we go. Switch over to the right screen here. All right. Now, so we have some issues, chat. And those issues are that, first of all, that our camera's a little low. Let's bring that up. There we go. But we have some issues, chat. And the issues are that we were unable to save Jebediah Kerman from the moon. And where's EOD? I don't know. Hopefully he'll be on here a little bit later. And I'm going live now. There we go. And yeah, I don't know where he's at, but you know, he might be on here a little bit later. Looking at the numbers, it might just be you right now. Abram, and we'll see who else shows up in a bit. Of course, it normally takes people a little bit of time once I go live to actually start showing up. There we go. Get those cricket sounds in there from the game. But yeah, so the issue is we have Jebediah Kerman. Also another Kerman. Kangan Kerman? A couple of them. And they are stuck on the moon. We tried to make a moon rescue last night. It did not work out. We ended up going to Minmus first. And I was going to continue to play last night, but I had some stuff around here that needed to be taken care of. So what I ended up doing offline and not in a live stream, I actually did a whole bunch of boring things. I did a whole bunch of boring things. I was going to put a satellite up into orbit of Kerbal, but I wanted to do that live. So basically, I just did all the missions that I could find that would give me a little bit of science, you know, and I tried to get all the science I could. Went back around Minmus, since we'd already did that. I didn't think we needed to do that all. I didn't land on Minmus. I just went back around Minmus, got some science, and unlocked some extra things in here. I was laser focused on what I unlocked. There were 3 things I unlocked, chat. The first was this, advanced electrics, and the reason is because we get good batteries, but we also get the photovoltaic panels that can fold back in on themselves. They can be put out and back in. The second was this, advanced exploration. Okay, we didn't have this last time, but this can store 4 crew, and it's easy to get in and out of. All right. Then we've got the advanced exploration. This is really amazing for science right here. I'm gonna turn down my volume there. Looking at the levels, it's fine for you guys, but it's real loud in my ears, so I turned it down for me. But this really helped me get, you know, science, essentially. It helps you get science. You can do experiments, put them in there instead of sending them back, and it turns it into science over time. We're going to, very soon, make a satellite, or the beginnings of a space station, really. Very soon, we're going to be making the beginnings of a space station with this. Not right now, maybe tonight. Our first priority is actually to get Jebediah back. But then we might be going on and making the beginning of our space station. This is going to be the core of the space station. It houses 2 people, but it gives you so much. It gives you a reason to actually have a space station. You simply go up and you just get all the data, stuff that doesn't give you science anymore. You store it in here, and then your Kerbals study it and generate science over time. And so you just start off with this as your space station. We go to really high Kerbal orbit for it, more than likely, because eventually it'll probably be my refueling station as well. But for right now, well, later on, it's just going to be my satellite. Then I also got this, because 3 people can be here, and it makes for a much better lander. Okay, we've got the service bay, and you'll see it makes for a much better moon lander, because it doesn't have to be crazy tall. So now we can do Apollo type missions where this separates, lands, comes back up, reattaches with the rocket, and then gets sent home. So I really wanted this one, and so that's what I did. I would like to have some other things, you know, this landing stuff here, right here. That would be amazing. But I did not have the science to do so, and I ran out of time to just keep doing these mundane missions. So that's what happened there. Now, there's some other things I wanted to, like this, just help me get up into space better. But what have you anyway. So now we need to build our rescue mission. All right, we need to build the spaceship that's actually going to rescue. So look at this. We've got some extra stuff now. We've got the lander can, which has a crew capacity of 2. We have, this one's pretty awesome, the cupola, which has a crew capacity of 1. But this one is really what we want to look at. Now, did I unlock? I don't think I did. Yeah, I did not unlock any of the, yeah. So we're going to use this right here. All right. Boom, right there. We're only going to send 1 Kerbal into space with this. Now I need to do this thing. Let me look how it's much bigger, okay? Boom. Actually, let's do this here. Excuse me, I apologize for that. We're gonna go with the not utility, although we could use that. This is an easy way to grab people now, but we don't need that quite yet. We need payload. Now this is the 2.5 meter, and look at that. Boom. There we go. So this is going to be a much better much better lander. We're gonna, for science, we're gonna throw this here, put it right there. Boom. Then we just put one of these on each side of that. Boom, like that. We throw a thermometer here, because here's the thing, we might not be able to retrieve the science from what we had last time. Okay, yeah. Okay, now let's see here. This is 400, 200. We're gonna go right here. And boom. Lots of, close this, lots of electricity. And so this is going to be the base of our lander right here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this 1x6 and we're actually going to put these right here. That way, our lander can charge batteries. And now I'm going to go up here to command and control. This is going to seem tiny for this, but boom. That is going to help us spin and turn, etc. Then I'm going to add the Clampatron docking port Junior. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that right there. Whoop. Why is it turning on me here? Let's just make it 1. Okay, there we go. That doesn't seem right, does it? Nope, it does not. Should fit. Okay, let's take it off here. Let's take this, and you know what? Let's actually see how is this gonna fit here? That's the thing. It should click in there fine, but it's not for some reason. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do this too. No, I don't want to do that. I want it to click in there perfectly. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that back. Put this back. Boom. And we want this to click on there perfectly. So to do that, sometimes this helps. So we're just going onto the side. We don't want it to go onto the side. What in the world is going on with this? We want it just to click perfectly centered right there. On that. Why is it letting it go anywhere? Anyway, that's odd, but it looks okay. Doesn't it? I think it does. Looks centered. It is important that it's centered, but there we go. Alright, now, so we've got that going. We're gonna put a small fuel tank here. I think this is what I want right here. Boom. There we go. Now the moon, I forget the moon's gravity now. It's like 1.8. Let's call the moon's gravity 1.8. Let's do 1.9 just to be sure. Let's do 1.9 for figuring up here. Just so we can be sure. This engine here has a thrust in the vacuum of 60. So 60 divided by 1.9 means we can go up to 31 tons. Drop it, then click the edge of it, then look perpendicular to the attach point. It is very sensitive, especially the small ones. Look perpendicular, you mean like this right here. There we go. Yep, that worked. Thank you. Thank you very much. So this engine can hold 31 tons when going to the moon and still have a thrust-to-weight ratio of 1.0 or better. We're at 9 tons, which means this engine would be fine. But we're going to do something here. We're actually going to go... Let's see, I don't know how much... Let's take a look at this fuel tank stats so I can figure out some delta V here. Alright, this X200-8 is 4.5 tons. Okay, but 0.5 is its empty weight, so it's got 4 tons of fuel in there. Excuse me. Now, how big is this? I apologize. Yikes, I apologize for that. So we are going to go with 3 here. Okay, now I'm going to grab this. Tool, move. Alright, and let's see here. How do we move it down and up? There we go. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to feed from here to here. That's what I think we want to do. I've never tried this design, but I think that's what we want to do. I must assume you're new to Kerbal, first time career mode. Actually, no. I have played over 500 hours and completely unlocked everything in the career mode. However, I just got it the other day on the Xbox, which means I have to do everything by hand and all the calculations, etc., etc. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this on here. There we go. Alright, so on the moon, this has a thrust-to-weight ratio of really high, actually. Now we need to figure out the delta V. So let's see here. This was the 400, which 2.5 and 2. So each one of those is -2. So we're going to go to the handy-dandy spreadsheet that I have for calculating delta V that I threw together. And our full weight is 17.790. And the empty weight, we're going to have -4 and -6, so -10, so 7.79. Let's see, what is the... You don't need the fuel lines from the external tanks, they feed just fine. Well, if you notice, I didn't start from the outer tanks, I started from the inner tank. I put it here, and then connected it here. But if you want, I can watch, see something here. All right, Abram. All right, I don't know. There we go. Okay, yeah, it is feeding equally, so it doesn't matter if I have that yellow line or not. because it is feeding without it. It's draining all of them at the same rate. So yeah, it seems like the fuel lines aren't even mattering, since otherwise these would be staying full and it would feed from here only. But since it's draining them all equally, yeah, it looks like even though I put the fuel lines on, it's ignoring the fuel lines. So, yeah. Oh, and this reminds me, I don't want extra Kerbals here. I only want Valentina when I go up there. Okay, so let's go revert flight. So, yeah, I'm not... Even though I have them, it's not going to make a difference. I'm just going to take them off. I wanted... I mean, as long as it feeds evenly, obviously, that's fine. So, let's... There we go. Take that off. And yeah, as long as it's feeding evenly, that is fine. Alright, so there we go. Obviously, I need some, you know, what I didn't do. Let's see here, do I have... I don't have... Okay. That's gonna be an issue. Let me see something here. I don't have a big enough ablator for this. I guess I'm gonna have to use the radiator panel. Will that help? I've never not had the a big enough one, so I've never had to worry about the radiator panels. I mean, I know you can use these for the drill. But I don't think you can use these on a re-entry. Yeah, the Xbox controller makes it really hard. Makes it real hard. And I'm still getting used to the controls. Dang it, I don't know about this ablator stuff. I need to get an ablator. I mean, I'm sure that this does not have a... 1,900 Kelvin. Alright, so the way it works for this is, right now I've got a mouse pointer. If I click the left thumbstick, it goes to like a menu. Over there, you can see I'm on the menus now. When I am in flight, if I have the mouse pointer, I can only... Like if I'm using the mouse pointer for like SAS and choosing the SAS, I can only control throttle. I have to get out of the mouse in order to control pitch, roll, all that. And so it takes a lot of getting used to it. I'm still not used to it. Still trying to get used to it, but it's, yeah, it really sucks for that. But I'm wondering if this will survive, if this can survive re-entry. Heat, the re-entry heat is what I'm talking about. I wonder if it can survive the re-entry heat. I don't know if it can. I mean, that's 22, and it can survive. Yeah. What about action groups? It can do action groups, but yeah, it's yeah, they're tough to do. I don't have a big enough ablator for this. And I don't think you can use these as a blade. I think these are just for overheating on like your drill, etc., etc. Ah, well, there goes my rescue mission, or the way I had planned my rescue mission. Let's see something here. I may have to build a different deal for rescue. Okay, that is this size here. Yeah, it's 2.5 meters. use a probe core and an empty cockpit. Well, no, see, this needs to survive. Okay, so here's what's going on. I have Jebediah Kerman and another Kerbal, and they are stranded on the moon because I have to calculate all my delta V's by hand. I undercalculated how much it was going to take me to rescue this Kerbin, and because she was in low, like really low moon orbit, and I had to rescue her, and then I was going to land on the moon. Well, it took me a lot more delta V to rescue her than I thought because I was trying to be so precise and everything, and my orbits kept getting messed up, and because of her being so low. And so then I was able to land on the moon, but I ran out of fuel about 5 meters above the surface of the moon. So now I've got Jebediah Kerman and another Kerbal on the surface of the moon. So I need to be able to bring them back is the issue. And I don't have all the parts unlocked since this career is still relatively new. And I only have like 5 science right now. I guess I could go... see something. What is the lander cans that same size? Radiators do reduce re-entry heating, but not very fast. Yeah, I doubt they would be fast enough for this. So yeah, I need room for 2. So, I actually had a ship built, but my lander was horrible because I was just using what I was trying to use what I had available, and it didn't work. Basically, since I'm not in sandbox mode and I'm still at the very beginning of the career, I don't have as you can see, I don't have a lot unlocked. I could go in aerodynamics. This is all I have. Coupling, this is all I have. So I'm wondering, though, if I can then slow myself down enough, if I have enough engines to slow myself down where the re-entry heating won't be that big a deal. That might be... But yeah, room for 2. That's why I was going to send Valentina up in this and leave it empty for having 2 more to get in there. But I mean, this right here is not a bad lander for the moon right here. I haven't figured out the delta V of the stage yet, but it's probably decent. That's what I was about to do, actually. What is the ISP of these things here? ISP is 345 in a vacuum. ISP is 345. Now the gravity, that gives me a delta V of 2,794. However, since we're multiplying it by gravity, and the gravity of the moon is about 1.9, that brings us down to. And so that brings us way down. But do a min-miss mission with the bill. Get your science. It only take 10 days or so, and unlocks your required parts. That's actually, I've already done a min-miss mission. I haven't landed on it, which I could probably do. You know, with this, land on min-miss and get tons of science. I actually did a one min-miss mission live last night. I did another min-miss mission earlier. I didn't want to land on min-miss offline, but I did a ton of boring stuff offline. You know, little missions here and there to try to get the science. But I might just, well, see, even if I land on it with him, I still need to come back. That is the issue. You know what? Well, it's not the delta V that matters. It's the fact that I was offline. I didn't want to land on it offline. I want the exciting parts to be seen. So, I'm actually got an idea. instead of doing a rescue mission, what if I change this into the beginnings of my space base? Boom. What if I did that right there? What if I made it the beginning of my Mooner base, and then took this here and went. I need. There we go. Then I could send a scientist up there, and it would start getting all the data I could possibly want. I don't want that like that though. There we go. Is that gonna block the... No, it's not. They can still get on there fine. Perfect. If I landed like that, then I can start getting plenty of science. But maybe that's what I want to do. Just start my, I can send a couple of untested Kerbals up there. Throw a, there we go. Oh wow, this is with... Ah, come on, that does not make sense, the controls here. Yeah, these controls do not make sense at all. Okay. If I push over, it does the tilt. If I do up, it does that. That does not make any sense at all. Okay, and this is the roll. It's what I wanted in the first place. That's what I wanted, but it's... RB. Not perfectly up, but it's fine. Alright, I'm going to need to put a few more of these on here if this is going to be my first lunar base here. Let me take a look at my... Alright, so let me take a look at my Delta V for this one here. Okay. We are at 34.850. 34.850. And of course, the empty weight. We know those are... That was 2 and that was 10. So I just need to get these here. I want to say that's the same. Yeah. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 18, 20, 22. So that brings me down to 12.5. There we go. The Delta V on this thing is awesome. And in a vacuum, 60 times 3 divided by... Yeah, we've got plenty of thrust to weight ratio. We've got plenty of Delta V. I just left one lab in orbit with an antenna and batteries. Every time I got back from interplanetary, I stopped there and dropped everything. One Ike mission got nearly the whole tree. Yeah, you know what I could do, I guess, is I could just start my... I could just start my lab orbit. Then I could do a couple of Mooner Minmus missions. Throw it in the lab. I wonder. But I still, you know, I am going to need to rescue them at some point, but I could just kind of forget them for now and just start a moon. In fact, that might be a... It's a... Let's just call this Moon Base There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and save craft, and we're going to return to space. And that might be a mission of mine, actually, to land on the moon. Not land on the moon, but to establish a base on the moon. If it's so, it'll be like, you know, establish it with so many... the ability to support so many Kerbal. Okay. I don't care about that. Plant flag. Okay. Conduct observational surveys of the moon near first moon landing. Yeah. So they want me to go to Minmus and do observational surveys there. I could try to land there, but I'm horrible at landing right where I want on the moon, or on anything actually. So there we go. We don't have that, but we're gonna go ahead and establish it. We'll give us antennas. I'll give us some more photovoltaic cells, since we've got plenty of delta V on this thing anyway. 6. We'll put them here. I need to... There we go. Six again. Yeah, so let's see. Alright, custom action group. That's what I want to do. Actions. Custom. Boom. Toggle solar panel. Yes, but what button do I have that to? Whoops. Not retract. Not extend. Toggle. There we go. How do I... Now the question is, in flight, how do I use my custom action groups here? I don't think I can... Probably want camera, yeah. I have to look at it during flight. So, alright. Another thing we're going to need to do, make it easier to land in case we're in the dark, is put some lights on here. Where are my lights? Utility probably? Yeah, it's been a while. There we go. Let's see, is there anything else I need to put in this lander? If you are leaving that in orbit, why not use the one-time use solar panels? No, I decided I'm going to go ahead and land on the moon. See here. Now, let's see. That has a 10 meters per second impact. Pull that down a little bit. Okay, vertical is left stick. Okay, there we go. Horizontal's moving. There we go. And we will start with them up. There we go. Hey, Ostrich, how you doing? No, you know, I don't have very much faith in the landing gear either. I do have a battery. I do have batteries up there. It can hold 800 and something charge right now. Yeah, I don't have very much faith in the landing gear either, but it looks a lot prettier. What I like to do is go up here to the structural and actually use these to build my own landing gear. I mean, it looks horrible, but basically what I do is I do that, you know, then I come out here and, you know, essentially do this right here. And, you know, put it like this, because this has 80 And then I have to, then I just, you know, go ahead and strut them all so they stay where I want them to stay. It looks horrible though, but it works so well. But I'm going for looks right now. I think I can slow myself down to 10 per second. And I do have reaction wheels on there. That was that's up here. So there we go. That's all the reaction wheels I have at this time. Again, you got to remember, I'm working within the constraints of what I have. And this 30-ton rocket, it's going to be much bigger than that. This is just the lander. Yeah, you got to remember, I'm working within the constraints of what I have. This is all I got. I don't have RCS, nothing unlocked. So, here we go. And now I guess it's time to go ahead and build the device that's going to take it up there. So we do have a big enough decoupler, the Rockamax brand decoupler here. There we go. The question is, do I even have... Oh, I didn't even think of this. I don't even have engines big enough for this. Ah! This is so... Alright, so I'm not going to watch for long. I'm only here to say goodbye. See you soon, Zapper. Alright, we'll see you, Ostrich. I don't even have engines big enough. I wonder. Let me see something here. If I were to put this right here, and can I put like 3 of these on here? No, it's got to be on the hard point. Dang it. I mean, once I got into space, that would be no big deal. But one of these is only capable of carrying, what, 17 tons or something at sea level, so I need a lot more. Here's what I'm going to do, actually, then. Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah. This is not going to be... It's not going to look amazing, but this is going to work. This is going to work. What structural stuff? Hardly anything. That's all I got. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go coupling here. I'm going to go the regular stack decoupler. I'm going to set that there. Then I'm going to start off like this. And let's see. Those have, at sea level, those engines have, because I like the swivel. These are a little bit better, but they don't, they're harder to control. So I'm going to go swivel. They have a 167 at sea level times 3 divided by 9.81. So they can only hold a 51 ton. Okay, so if I were to put these on, that is the max. They would, at that level right there, they don't even have a 1.0 thrust to weight ratio. So, yeah. Yeah, this won't even get off the ground at full thrust right here. Wow. I wonder what Rockamax brand adapter. You know, I wonder. I just wonder here. I put this here. Boom. Okay, so 167 times 4 divided by 9.81 means I can go up to 68 tons. So we'd have, like, right now we're sitting at like a 1.2 thrust to weight with all this. So Throw that big tank on, throw girders on the end in a cross pattern. Okay, let me see if I see what you're talking about here. So you're saying throw this one on, and I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna put it right here. You're saying do that, and then put these. Just put them. Okay, let's see here. If I. Okay, so you're saying then I can do this, and I've got my attachment points because fuel cross feeds through there for some reason. Then I can throw, say, 4 of these on. Really? That works? I want to see something. I want to test this out. I'm gonna take this out here, and I'm just gonna launch it like this and see what happens. It won't go anywhere because it's too heavy. We can only hold 68 tons. But if this works, then I can bring it up higher, and see what happens. That'd be amazing, actually, and I might even be able to make it look prettier by pulling the things up into it. So, because I like it to look pretty. I'm not a huge stickler on making it look pretty, but I do like it to look as, you know, a little pretty. All right, see what happens. Now, you're kidding me. That actually works? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Now let's go ahead and fire off those, and look at that. Yeah, that is hilarious. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, that's cracking me up. That is so funny that it actually works. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I never knew that that could be like that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, okay, so see, I have the cursor here right now. If I don't have, okay, I'll bring this back up here. If I don't have the cursor, then I can control with the left thumbstick and actually start getting my pitch and my roll, etc. Which I'm gonna lose it pretty. I need to turn on the SAS there. I did it with the small girders and cubic ones, and throw like 20 vector engines, single tank, 15 G's easy. Okay, so we might be able to make this work then. Let's revert this. I never knew you could do that. That is, oh man, that's I mean, so we could throw tons of engines in there. All right, so let's go back here. We're gonna take this off, and we might still add these here after a bit. We're gonna take them off for now. We're gonna take this off for now, and we're gonna take this off for now, and we're gonna throw this. Oh, I don't want the adapter there anymore. Okay, so right now, what is our weight? Our weight is 59, and we can hold 68. So right here, we've got the thrust that we need to reach up and go, you know, past that. I'm gonna make it pretty. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. So now it looks somewhat pretty. And we have the ability to reach out and go, okay? So what is our delta V for this stage only? That's what I want to figure out. Wait a second. Ah, here's the issue. Whoops. No. Don't do that. I meant here's the issue. I forgot to put the decoupler back on. I need to make sure that decoupler's there. That might not be a bad idea, and it sucks to try to figure up the the delta V when you're using two engines, though, two different types of engines, because you have to take the average ISP. So I'd have to take these 4 ISP, you know, this engine times 4 plus the Reliant times 1, and then divide it by 5, and that would be my ISP. So yeah, it sucks to do it, but it might not be a bad idea. It might be worth it. Okay, let's go to Rockamax. There we go. Okay. So what is our thrust? Let's take these off. What is our thrust with just this? Not our thrust, our delta V with just this right now. This fuel tank it's 18 tons minus 16 tons, so minus 16. Wow. Kerbal Engineer doesn't work. Nope, I have 0 mods. I have to figure up everything by hand. Thrust to weight ratio, everything. I haven't been able to find anything online. And again, I just started this like 2 days ago. This is my 3rd day, I think. 3rd or 4th. But as far as I can tell, there's nothing on the Xbox One. No mods at all. So it's pure vanilla. So I have to figure up everything by hand. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got a mass of 5990 tons for this one. Let's figure up our... See, the landing stage has lots of delta V. But this stage here, okay, 59.990, and it's going to be minus 16. So 59 minus 16 is going to be 43. So 43.990. And the ISP of this one was 250. So we've... Wow. Wow. Yeah, they are. And that's why I calculate at the sea level ISP. That way I under-calculate the delta V. All right, so I calculate all my delta V at sea level. That way I have way more delta V than I need. Because I mean, I could try to get into the calculus too, and you know, make it the integral of et cetera, you know, and try to get the you know, it'd basically be a double integral. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it Cal 1 or lower. All right, so yeah, we don't have much delta V here with this. Just 760. So yeah. Of course, with this one, the issue is just getting it into orbit. That's the issue with this one. Wait, how much these weigh? 18 tons. And with 4 of those, I can take. I can't quite put another one on there. Are you factoring air resistance? No, but again, since I am factoring everything at sea level, then, you know, I'm over-calculating, and it should adjust for what I'm missing in air resistance. Again, I'm trying to keep everything Cal 1 or lower, because obviously air resistance is only at the lowest levels and gets thinner as you go higher. So you've got a curve there. Okay, let me see something. So with... Oops. Now my question is, with 8 of these, we can have up to 136 tons. And basically, these will act as the boosters that I don't have. Wow, I can add a lot here. But I don't want to go any more than that, surely. I mean, because that just looks weird. That just looks horrible. But I can I can hold it and do it. Right there. Boom. I can do that. It just looks dumb. This stage up here, this landing stage, the delta V is 3,376. Oh yeah, I know. See, now you're getting into stuff that anybody who's played before knows. But yeah, my first stage has 3,376. The issue is just simply getting it into orbit. It'll have enough to get me there and land me, no worries. It's just, this looks so bad. It really does. This looks horrible. I mean, plus, what have we got here for delta V if I leave it like this? 118.640. And each of these is 4, so 4, that's 12, so 48. 70.640. That delta V has 1271 at sea level. You meant your lower stage. Okay. So our landing stage has 3,376. This stage right here, just this, has 760. Throw these on, which again looks horrible. That adds another 1271. So this plus this, I'm only looking at just over 2,000. So it's horrible. The efficiency here is not good at all here. Of course, if I'm using swivel here and I've got it here, I might be able to take the 265 at sea level, 250, and that's 205 at sea level, and that's so I can actually again throw these out and throw a Reliant there. That would help us out some. Give us a little bit more. I just hate the way this looks. It just looks so bad doing this. There's got to be a better way to do it. You know, I wonder, actually, hold on. I'm going to try something. Yeah, I need 4,500 to get to LKO. Oh, that needs to go up a little. And if I just put this under there. Those aren't exactly even, but that does look a lot better. That does look a lot better than, you know, sticking way down here. And then if I use the Reliant rather than the swivel. I mean, this ISP is awesome. Doesn't have nearly the thrust or anything, but the ISP is awesome. Zoom out a bit. Yeah, that looks much better than the super long legs I had before. Nose cones on the externals will block this service bay, but give you another 10% efficiency. Yeah. We're looking at slightly better delta V here, but still not near what I need. I mean, my total delta V looks amazing, 5,407, but most of that is coming from right here with these tiny little Terrier engines. And with the control wings, perhaps. Yeah, if I go to here, I've got, this is what I've got right there. I've got the winglet, which might work. But since I've got the swivels here, these can be the Reliant. That'll be fine. I mean, I could just throw boosters at this like crazy. That's what I could do. And that's something I could do, just booster the heck out of it. Throw the wings on, swap for the Reliance. That'll bump up ISP like 20%. Yeah, something like that. 310. See, these are actually better in the vacuum. The swivel are actually better in the vacuum. But 250 to 265, so it's not nearly 20%. I mean, 15 to, you know, 250 divided by 15. I guess 15 divided by 250, I guess, is it only bumps it up by 6% at sea level, and then it's worse higher, which it won't ever get higher. But I'm thinking if I just took this, see, I've got the Reliant here anyway, but this is going to be a little bit higher, and so the Reliant actually with 3 Reliants. Okay, so 3 times 205 plus 3 times, okay, equals 1116 divided by 9.81. Whoops. We could actually go 113. We're overweight. Oh, never mind. I did that wrong because we have 4 of the the other one. So 3 times 205 plus 4 of the others gives me 1283 divided by 9.81 equals 130. So we can go up to 130 and still get some thrust here. But again, you know what I'm thinking about doing? As much as I don't want to do this, I'm thinking about throwing some couplings here and here, putting this booster on underneath it, saying, okay, bye, and seeing what we get. It won't. Yeah. I mean, up here looks so pretty and will work so well. I just wish we had the better rockets. That's our issue. That's our issue, chat. I mean, I could always just put a couple more out here and tons more of these engines, but I mean, we got we got plenty of budget, is the thing. Plenty of budget. And I think we can go up to 255 parts, which is fine. Yeah. So what else do I want to do then? I wonder, honestly, if I threw, now this is going to be hilarious. If I said, okay, took all these off, these right here, and only threw this on there, The delta V I would get from that would be in the thousands. Okay, it would be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 4,000, just off the top of my head. Obviously, that would not get me into space. But if I just threw a whole bunch of boosters on there, and then said, okay, boom, once we get up there, use that to circularize. I'm going to test that, chat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to test that. I mean, the worst that can happen is it was a horribly bad idea. Boom. I'm just going to test that, see what happens. Let's just go booster here. Or actually, no, I want to take... nope. I mean, either... This is the way I'm looking at it. Either this makes it, or it crashes horribly. Either way, we will have learned something for science. Okay, so those need to come off here. Those three need to shoot off right here. And then we'll shoot off these boosters at the same time. Boom. And we're gonna go boom. That shouldn't be too wobbly. I might strut it though. So throw this to this. Throw this to this. There we go. That should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and, for the sake of it, throw a couple of these on there. I want them a little bit higher though, because these are going to be dropping quick. Let's put them right here. See what happens. All right, let's launch it. Wait, let's double check our. Let's double check. Hey, CM, what's going on? Okay, that's gonna be launching, and those are all gonna be launching. But I want these to launch at the same time. Okay. And hopefully we can just get ourselves skyrocketed into the sky. And then, okay, those are going to drop off. Those are going to drop off. And then that kicks on. It's going to kick on the same time those drop off. No Snickers today. Nope. But I did build a rocket that... This is going to be insane. Either this is going to work amazingly well, or it is going to fail horribly. We're going to find out. Let me make sure I get the right people in there. Okay, Valentina. Oh, yeah, let's just do that. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. So yeah, this is either... I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah. Oh, you know what we need to do though? Is we need to grab some of these. And go. Boom. And grab some for the other side. Go. Boom. There we go. Now, like I said, this is either going to work nicely, or this is going to crash and work not at all. But we are going to find out together. And also, I may be switching out from Kerbal Space Program after a couple hours. I'm getting some texts and stuff. Oh, just for my sister. Okay. But 5 reliance in the big tank will burn within seconds of thumpers. Yeah. Well, I don't have 5 reliance on the big tank anymore. See, look what I've done. That right there. Yeah, like I said, if I can get those thumpers and these reliance out here, and I can get them all to just get me a high enough apoapsis at a decent enough angle, then I can use this incredible delta V here to then work elsewhere. So now here's the thing. I need to figure out how to do my action groups controls. Okay, pause menu, action menu, group action menu, custom action. So I can go, okay. So I can do action. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's how we do this. So I can do this and then boom. See that? They're popping out. Of course, I don't want that. I want them all back. Do I need to wait till they're, okay, now they're folding back. I don't want, or not, they're not yet. I don't want them out because obviously I don't want them to get wrecked. So there we go. Fold back in. Really? It's supposed to toggle them. But hey, whatever. I can manually put them back in. Once I get to space and put them out, I'm not going to need to retract them again. So I'll be fine. Once I get out to where there's no atmosphere, I won't need to retract them again. I have KSP open in my own tab. Tried launching your setup with only the solids. 40K at 600 meters per second, and the upper stage gets to orbit with half fuel. Well, let's see what happens here. Everything looks golden. Let's launch. We're at full throttle. I'm doing pretty good, CM. Doing pretty good. Didn't feel like doing anything today, but I forced myself to go ahead and get my workout. Feeling much better since I did that. Did I not close one? Dang it. I thought I had them all closed. I must not have closed the other one on the other side. Dang it. Start our turn here. Don't want to lose control of it. Are my engines pulling from the big tank? I wonder if that's what they're doing. I got some rotation issues. I am not telling it to rotate that way. Ooh, whoa. Oh, come on, come on, come on. You see, what happened right there is I was trying, I moved my thumbstick too hard and ended up clicking my thumbstick. So my, bring it back up, bring it back up. We want to be right on that 90 line. Ooh, now we're going too far that way. Well, the small one's not fired right now. Okay, this is not good. This is not good right here. What is going on here? They don't have the thrust to maintain it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I started my turn too early for them to have the thrust to maintain it. No. Oh well. I should have, yeah. I started my turn streaming another game after. Yeah. I might be switching over CM. I'm gonna revert this to launch. And I'm gonna let it go higher first before I start that turn. Because I think I didn't have enough thrust to weight ratio to maintain that turn. So yeah, I'm gonna play this for a little bit longer, see, and then I might, like I said, I might cut this stream and play something else. I'm not sure what else. Quite a few things I would actually like to play. Yeah, the only issue with moving those the winglets lower is that these other stages are pretty much, I mean, they're dropping pretty quick. But I guess if they get me up high enough, it doesn't matter. You're going to notice that once I drop my boosters, my acceleration is going to slow down. So my meters per second squared is going to slow down. So let's see what happens. But yeah, see right here, see my surface, oh geez. That didn't happen last time. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it. Yeah, that didn't happen last time. It blew off one of my rockets. But, yeah. So that didn't work the way I wanted it to. That did not work the way I wanted it to. The issue is, once these are gone, these no longer have the thrust to weight to keep me going. Since I did this right here. I mean, it looks okay, but it's not going to work. I need a better engine is what I need. And let's see here. Let's go back to the Space Center. I may just have to do that. Yeah. I don't know. There's so much that I need. So much that I need. Yeah, see like this. I don't have even that unlocked yet. But yeah, so many things that I need. I need those. That right there would help. You know, that would help. This one, not so much. I mean, it'd help a little bit. Some of the things down here would help. I need to come up here and get heavy rockets. So that way I can, you know, grab... The Poodle's awesome. Alright. This one, not so much. But, I mean, look at its ISP 280. And then, yeah. So that's awesome. You throw a skipper on there. It's got a 280 ISP, which is better than any of those that I just had. And it's awesome. That would work nicely. And the thrust... So if I had this, we'd be fine. We'd be fine, and we could... Plus, that would give me this this kickback, and we'd be able to boost it a lot better. Basically, we just have one long rocket with this on the bottom. We'd have these on the outside, and it would look nice. But, yeah. So, that's what we got, but we don't have it yet. If we did have that, it'd be so much easier. And our problems would basically be solved. So I might do what I did before, chat, and just work on that off stream to get more science. Because that, you know, just doing the boring missions to rack up science is kind of boring. I tell you what we'll do. Well, see something. I just want to see something. I might go ahead and switch games here, but because yeah, it'll be much easier once I do all the racked up science and stuff. But I'll probably do that offline, because then like what I said, I'll just have the fuel tank here with that engine down here, and then I'll have a couple of these. They'll be longer on the outside, and boom, we can probably get to orbit with just that. Drop that, and then boom, we've got 3,307, I think, was it? 3,376 delta V in this stage right here. So, yeah, that might be what we do. So, you know, it's already been about an hour and a half anyway. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a break. And, yeah, I'll have to do that off screen so I don't bore you guys to death. It really is boring just doing little missions, you know, trying to get, eking out whatever you can. I mean, I could just cheat and get it right away, but, yeah, I'm not going to. And, I'm going to go ahead and kill this stream, and I'm going to come back. I have not decided what I'm going to play in just a minute yet, though. But I'll be back here. It's 10:18 my time. I will come back at 10:30 my time, so 12 minutes, and I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Thank you all for watching, and I will be back after just a bit.